The Lake George Central School District has worked very hard over the last 8 months in a partnership with CASDA and the Strategic Planning and Review Committee to refine Lake George Central School District's mission, vision, and values. I thought it would be helpful for you to hear firsthand from the SPARC committee members about the process and the results.
I was excited to have the opportunity to have a voice at the district level, a voice that represents the students that I work with every day.
My initial thoughts, I was a little bit concerned about the timing of the strategic plan, having new leadership in the district. But you know, there's really no perfect time to embark on a process like this. And I've been really impressed with the commitment and the work that the committee has put into planning the future of the district for our students.
Very excited about being a participant in the process because I had been doing a lot of research. So excited that we were getting to that step so that we would have some really clear goals.
I was excited. I've been through the strategic planning process in other districts that I've worked in, and I knew that this would be great for the Lake George School District, so I was very excited about it.
So welcoming to be on a committee where everybody's voice is really heard, and even if we have different points of what's important to us, everybody has made sure that everybody's strengths or everybody's ideas are heard on. And I think that Tim has done an amazing job of making sure before we move on to the next point, he'll say, just so we're all comfortable, we're all agreeing to this. And that to me has been very welcoming. You know, it's very nice when you know your voice is appreciated or valued.
So it's been a real pleasure to participate in that and to see that.
A lot of us were in agreement, whether we were vocal during the process or afterwards. There's a lot more agreement than I originally thought.
Yeah, the process started well over a year ago, and I can tell you today in August 15th that it has been a long journey, but a very fruitful journey. It's very exciting working with the folks on the SPARC committee, and the unique thing is that when you think you know, you have a defined focus and you're committed to that focus, and then all of a sudden somebody on the committee speaks up and offers a totally different perspective, an alternative, and it opens your eyes to that perspective. So it really has fostered a K-12 feel and mission and focus that Lake George Schools hasn't had for a while.
So I think the district was wise in getting folks from all different constituent groups from the community, the school community. So I think that was well done. And people are freely sharing their input, so I guess we're getting the good thinking of a lot of different people. The way that we did things worked very well. We had a time to work together for a day and then leave, gather our thoughts, and come back and meet again with some communication that went on in between those sessions as well. So I feel that we didn't rush things. We took our time, so the process worked very well the way that we did it.
The commitment, the fact that they were focused and engaged, and as a community came together with common purpose, and the clear value for tradition, but the willingness to look beyond what currently is and try to see around the corner and see the future. That takes courage.
I think I learned how important it is to our district to really focus on the individual needs of each student and provide opportunities.
I'm proud about our unified vision and mission, coming together as a district and really looking at our data and being very specific in terms of how we want to help our students. And I think we'll bring those goals back to our schools, back to the people we work with, to say, how can we be more accountable? How can we really make sure that everyone is successful?
I think we worked well together. It was a large group and had a lot of K through 12, and we learned a lot about each other. Even though we're in the same district, there were a lot that it was a big learning process for everyone.
And it has been a remarkable transformation of leaders, teacher leaders, community leaders, Board of Education leaders, and building leaders to come together and speak about the core mission of the district and what the central purpose is, which is the outcome for students.
It's not individual accomplishments. I think it's really been great that everybody involved with the committee has been able to step back from their own position and work collaboratively for the good of the district.
I think for me, what I'm most excited about is that I have something that's going to guide me. So in the decisions I make in my curriculum and how I work with teachers, it always goes back to what is important to the district. And if what I want to do is in line with what we've set, then I know I should move forward. And then if another idea rolls my way and I say, yeah, this is great, but this isn't taking us in the direction that we all agreed upon, then that allows me to say, okay, maybe for another time. So it's really a compass for me, and that is very reassuring as a teacher to have direction.
I think it was great to have the elementary school staff and the junior senior high staff working together on this project. I think that bringing the knowledge of both of those groups together really gave us some great data to work from, and some great thinking that happened.
It was a refreshing surprise that our mission, vision, and values were really so much the same, and that the benefit of this free communication was really just articulating those mission, the values, and putting them into a document that essentially we were all feeling the same thing.
So I think the work that the SPARC committee that has done that's been the most helpful is really helping to understand the educational program and the assessments and what the expectations for our students are.
How I think this work will help our students in the future would be that we're becoming very data-centered for one thing. We're really looking at how our children are performing and setting goals that will help us to continue to measure that and to stretch ourselves and our students.
I think the mission, vision, and values that we came up with is a very, very strong statement, and one that incorporates everybody's thoughts. I think as we work towards the future, we need to always keep the mission and vision in the back of our minds. So as we're working on our goals and targets, that we always think, how is this related back to our mission and vision, and not on tangents.
I think it will lead us in a more cohesive K-12 comprehensive plan that meets the needs of our students. And I'm excited that the two buildings, the two principals, the superintendent, and all of the stakeholding groups have come together for these useful discussions.
Hopeful that and expecting that this group that's now become a professional learning community can transform the people within this community to join their work toward this vision.
We set our expectations very high, and I think that came from everyone, from our community to our staff members. I think expectations have been set very high, and people are in agreement that as far as where we want to go.
As the Lake George Central School District Superintendent, I want to express my gratitude to the Board of Education for their leadership, as well as the entire Lake George community, which included students, staff, faculty, community members, parents, and the PTSO. I would especially like to thank the members of the SPARC Committee and our dedicated leadership team for all that we accomplished together. Let's get to work. Our students are counting on us.